Hello, I'm Laura. It's Sunday, January 25th, 2026, and these are today's Heartlines. Our new theme for the week today is Finding Our Way. This is because with all that has been happening in our world and in our lives, sometimes we just want to find our way through each day. And today we are finding our way to wholeness. And wholeness begins by loving and accepting ourselves just as we are and letting that love for who we are and for what we experience in life lead us to our connection with others. For example, yesterday, I was feeling pretty good. The snow was snowing outside, and we were warm and cozy inside, and I was having a wonderfully productive day. And then the news came. There had been another shooting from ICE agents in Minneapolis, causing a lot more turmoil than there already was there. And this was very upsetting to me, and I even felt really angry about it. Now, I'm a good spiritual person, so when anger comes up, I might tend to say, hey, I'm off track. I need to find my balance. I need to let go of my anger and be at peace. But I discovered an even greater wholeness by just letting myself feel what I feel sometimes. In the book by Robert Augustus Masters called Spiritual Bypassing, which I have shared with you before, it points out that anger is an emotion. It's not necessarily a negative emotion, but what we do with it can have negative consequences. He says it is our choice. When we feel anger, we can recognize it as just an emotion, or we can feel that we need to be hostile. And he says hostility is not a negative emotion, but rather a negative framing and expression of an emotion like anger. So we can choose hostility when we get angry as a way that we think will release it. But when you choose hostility, it, like hatred, only builds more hostility. So what is our choice? We can choose to feel our anger and let it point to how deeply we care about our world and the people in it. Let it point to our own vulnerability and our own sense of maybe fear at what's possible in our lives. And let ourselves just be loved. Now, if you believe in a great and divine power, you can feel that love wrap around you in such moments. Or if nothing else, you can just hug yourself when you're feeling those feelings that can lead to hostility. And instead of choosing hostility, choose healing. Let the energy motivate you to find ways to bring more love into your world. So our wholeness begins with loving ourselves in the midst of whatever is happening in our world, in our lives, and in us. And we're going to start right now in a moment of quiet contemplation with a special little prayer that is actually a bit of a jingle. So let's listen up by taking a deep breath and closing our eyes and letting these words speak deeply to us. I let my feeling guide me to healing, whatever it may be. And when I do, I am renewed. Through wholeness, I am free. I let my feeling guide me to healing, whatever it may be. And when I do, I am renewed. Through wholeness, I am free. And so it is. So the next time you're feeling fear or anger or something that you might negatively judge yourself for feeling, or that you might want to express in a hostile way through your words or actions toward others, instead of choosing those things, choose to just love yourself deeply into and through those feelings, and let your being move at its own pace. As you continue to love yourself, you can feel it dissipate a little more and a little more. This is not about fixing your feelings. It's actually about being greater than your feelings and using them to guide you toward greater self-love and compassion for others, and the motivation to do something about it. So thank you for joining me today and for bringing your whole self into this moment and loving every bit of yourself. And have a wonderful day.